Shootout time, Australia, finding the vital top 10 at Bathurst. Can the aggressive Europeans take grid on us for our great race? Look out for the new wave of Brabhams and those marvellous Jones boys. This is it, the top 10 from Bathurst, where man and car, by tradition and nature, race time.
Hello Australia and welcome to an extraordinary weekend of motorsport with our 7 Network coverage of the AMP Bathurst 1000, the great race. This is the race of tradition and history. This is the race that's been at the forefront of innovation, not only in motorsport but in television coverage of motorsport for 34 years now. This is our 35th year at Panorama. I've been here for quite a few of them, and my friend Allan Moffat has been here for quite a few as well. 4-time winner, but there's something different, there's something exciting about this year, Allan.
Yeah, well, we've got an international flavour again, and it's really a delight to see the workmanship and the quality of engineering that is in these Super Tours. It's second to none anywhere in the world.
Well, I've been excited by what we've seen and the way some of these drivers, they are professional race drivers, but the way they've come to grips with this circuit. Cleland, we know, he's been here before, but
yes, but the other couple that hadn't seen the circuit and got straight to bed with it, it's terrific.
The local drivers, Brad Jones was a little bit off the pace early in the week, but the BMW, especially Geoff Brabham late yesterday, really showed the overseas guys, though, that local knowledge still counts for something.
It does pay off, and I think Geoff should be justifiably proud of that run yesterday afternoon, and we're looking forward to see what he can do today.
There's an opportunity here for Australia because this telecast is going to Britain, to Europe, to North America, to South, everywhere.
Asia.
I mean, as many as 2 billion people potentially to see this telecast. And I don't know that Australians generally understand the excitement that this event is generating in those places.
One of the international teams who can remain nameless said we wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the superb telecast that we know is going to promote our product around the world.
Okay, at the end of the final qualifying session here yesterday afternoon, this is how they stood. Now, this is combined Thursday-Friday qualifying, and Alain had been the quickest man all week, and Geoff Brabham came out and bloused him in the final session yesterday evening with a remarkable time. 2 minutes 17.43 in the BMW. Then Menu, second fastest in the Renault Laguna. That's prepared by Williams, and we can't stress that enough. 2:17.46. Third place, Tim Harvey, another of the overseas drivers that's very quickly come to grips with the circuit in the Peugeot 406. 2:17.54. Patrick Watts, a very laid-back, enigmatic Englishman, also first time here in a Peugeot in 2:17.55. Paul Morris in the second of the BMW entries, or the first of the BMW entries, if you want to phrase it that way, in fifth spot. John Cleland, who's been here before, of course, and driven with Peter Brock, this time in a Vauxhall Vectra 2:17.92. Alan Jones in a Renault Laguna, Formula One world champion, driving for Williams for the first time since he won his world championship in 1980, qualified well in 2:18.14. Brad Jones struggling to get maximum speed out of the Audi Quattro 2:18.19. Derek Warwick 0.5, partnering Peter Brock in the Vauxhall Vectra 2:18.33. And Stephen Richards in car 34, the Nissan Primera. They were the top 10 qualifiers when we drew the line here yesterday afternoon. They are the 10 that will be fighting up pole position for the great race for 1997. It's always great to welcome back to Australia somebody who's been with us now for a dozen years or more to give us the injection of the European scene and British racing. That's Richard Hay, but it's the first time we've had the recognised worldwide voice of motorsport with us, Murray Walker. He's with Richard right now.
He is indeed. Thank you, Garry. And Murray, Garry was talking about the racetrack and how quickly that the Europeans have got to grips with it, but they love it, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I've been overwhelmed by the place, but I've been talking to people like Alan Menu and Tim Harvey and Patrick Watts. We've all come here not really knowing what we were going to be seeing. We've watched the videos and we know about the legendary reputation of Mount Panorama. But when you see the real thing and you see the mountain, it is hardly believable. And they are regarding it as the ultimate challenge. And Tim Harvey said to me, what I like about the place is that it's got the best corners from the best circuits all in one place.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Alan Menu. He really is, though, I mean, he's the driver of the moment in Super Touring. He's won the British Touring Car Championship this year, and of course he's got the crack Williams Renault team with him.
And he's learned this place incredibly quickly. I was amazed. I mean, he was on the pace after 4 laps. But then he is a professional racing driver. It is his job.
They've got to be one of the strongest pairings, haven't they? Menu and his teammate, the young Jason Plato. They've got to be one of the favourites, I would have thought, for the race.
Just a little question, and that is how reliable are they going to be? I think the BMWs, because of all their endurance experience, may have the edge, but the Williams-Renault team would not agree with that.
Thanks, Murray. Let's rejoin Garry Wilkinson.